What's going on, guys? Chad here with Greenlight Shooting Man. Welcome back to a new video. I got something like a little bit different for you guys, something that I'm extremely excited about, and that is a battle belt. Not just any battle belt. This belt is a battle belt made by Core Essentials. Now, if you've watched the channel for a while, you know that I'm a big Core Essentials fan. I've been wearing their belts for a very, very long time. If I'm looking for like a tactical style belt, maybe like an appendix carry belt, something with the nylon, the structure, the little micro sizing adjustments, you know I'm reaching for Core Essentials. They've been my homies for a long time. They supported the channel for a long time. So of course, when they asked to send out their new battle belt, I had to say yes. And they didn't disappoint, man. They always make quality products, and that's one of the things that I love about them. I can always count on them just not only releasing innovative products and pushing things forward, but I know the quality is always there with them. So let's dive into this. As I mentioned, this is the battle belt. Now, there are a bunch of different accessories on here. You can set this thing up any way you want. These accessories don't necessarily come with this belt. These are just thrown on there because it's a way that I like it set up. All right, so let's jump into this thing. And if you're not familiar with what a battle belt like this is, it's basically a system that's built to constantly carry all these accessories. If you can think about like threading all these accessories onto your belt every time, you have to take the belt off, put a couple accessories on, go through the loop, whatever. Every time you wanted to do that, it becomes quite a big issue. So battle belts are these things that are designed to, like, this just always holds all this stuff on it. And it's actually a 2-belt system. So how this guy works, there is an inner belt here. It goes through your belt loops, boom, line it up just like that. Now you can see it's all soft Velcro. Then we have our actual battle belt that has MOLLE stitching all along the outside of it. So you can throw all these different accessories on super easily, or just thread them on like this. You can see the inside is all hard Velcro. So once you've got that soft Velcro on in your loops, so then you can just throw this thing with all the accessories already on it, over and around that inner belt, Velcros together, and you are all set up without having to thread those things through each and every time you wanted to adjust something. Now that's the magic of a lot of sort of standard battle belts, but Core took it a step further, and let's talk about what sets these guys apart for real. So for the longest time, the thing that Core has is their micro adjustable belts. So they're built on a ratchet system. So there's sort of a ratchet system on the back here, and then there's the buckle. As the buckle feeds through and over those ratchet spots, it locks into place. So you can imagine if you want to adjust this thing, you have 1/4 inch increments that you can adjust this. It's no longer like belt holes or anything like that, or even a set size like a lot of battle belts are. These actually have 1/4 inch increments, and then there's just a little release tab right here, boom, and you can adjust this thing as much or as little as you need. So that's always been Core's sort of magic, but it's always been a question of how do they bring that to the table with battle belts, and man, did they do it. And the magic is in this guy right here. So basically, this is an ultra strong fabric that allows for the belt to move in and out seamlessly. Now, if you can imagine this thing actually being on your waist with the outer belt on as well, normally you'd be stuck at that size. You could actually adjust this. Say you wanted to go in, an inch, boom, you just tighten that ratchet, and this thing gives you that adjustability. And you want to come back out, boom, it gives you all of that. You have this much room to be able to play with while the belt is on. And that's the special part. You don't ever have to take the belt off. You don't ever have to loosen the buckle like all the way to the point where it's off. You just throw it in a couple clicks, click that button, bring it out a couple clicks. And all while everything is still buckled up, it's still Velcroed, it's still holding your pants up, it's still holding your gun, your mags, all of your accessories, and you're just making micro adjustments. So say, you're walking back, you need to sit down at a table to reload your mags. That's uncomfortable with a normal battle belt. Normally, you'd be taking that outer belt off, setting it down, and going to do your thing. This, you just pop that out, boom, 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 an inch or whatever. Give yourself just a little bit of extra breathing room. Sit down. It's comfortable. Load your mags. You stand back up, and then just tighten that thing back up, and you're ready to roll. You never have to take this thing off. So that is really the magic of this Core system they've got. And don't get me wrong, man. Let's talk about the belt in general. Like that system, that's the money. but the belt itself is also extremely well made. If you're familiar with any of Core's other belts, it's very similar to that nylon, but all the way around here, we've also got molly stitching, as I was saying. So we've got things like, these mag carriers that are only threaded through that molly. So it's really, really simple, really secure. It'll take basically any molly style accessory that you need. And the belt is like for real sturdy. They said this thing will hold up to 20 plus pounds of gear. And for me, when I'm running this thing at the range, I've got it pretty loaded up. I've got a big outside the pant holster here that's holding a Glock 17 with a Surefire X300U. I've got 3 extra mags on me. I've got a med kit. I've got a dump pouch. I've got a shot timer. I've got extra boxes of ammo with me. It's crazy how much this belt is holding, and you don't even feel that weight because of how good this system is. And that's what a good battle belt should do for you. You should just keep all of your accessories that you need ready, accessible, super accessible at all times. The thing that takes it a step further is just that ability to make those micro adjustments without having to take your belt off. So as always with the reviews, I like to go over the tech specs and things that manufacturers call out. So for this belt, here's what we've got here. This belt is 1.75 inches thick. It is a one size fits all for waist sizes 24 inches up to 48 inches. There are 20 plus sizing points, and they adjust in 1/4 inch increments. As I mentioned, it'll hold gear up to 20 plus pounds. The outer battle belt is nylon web flanked by 2 rows of mollies, a super fiber inner lining, and proprietary reinforced power core center. The inner Velcro liner belt is nylon web and feeds through belt loops to hold up your pants and support the weight of the outer battle belt. The 2-belt system works in unison to adjust the belt's size in and out, and they must be used together. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee for uncut belts and a 1-year warranty under normal usage. And what you can expect in the kit itself is obviously the 1.75-inch battle belt, the battle buckle, the inner Velcro liner belt, 1 belt keeper, a measuring tape, hex wrench, and set screws. So those are sort of some of the manufacturer's tech specs there. For me, my personal use, I've used this thing actually quite a bit since they sent it out. I did make a video for them and stuff like that, so I really got to try this thing out and put it through its paces. And let me say, I have 0 complaints. Like proper. I've been a big fan of these guys for a long time, and I love to see them pushing the envelope forward like this. Now, I guess the thing that I will say if I had a con is, from my understanding, the belt is a little bit difficult to get set up for a first-time user. They sent this out to me measured for my waist, so I didn't get to see that process, but reading some of the reviews and things like that, that's something I have seen. So just make sure you're taking your time and you're following the instructions on how to size this thing up for you. But once you do get this thing locked in, it's such a good belt. And the micro adjustments on the fly, I just can't, I can't even explain to you how big of a deal it is if you've never felt it before. If you've ever been out at the range with a battle belt that is a set size and you need to adjust anything, you can't. You just take it off and then you adjust it and you put it back on. That's just the way that it's always been. These guys said, nah, there's a better way. And then I love making that sound for this thing. They added those little micro adjustments while keeping the buckle in place. You've got all your crap already strapped to you. You don't want to deal with that. So the fact that you can make those adjustments while you're wearing it, that's where the money is. So they have this belt available in 2 different options. They've got black and a coyote tan kind of color. Both are running you $139.95. Now, I think that's a pretty reasonable price. Like I said, you get into some of them cheaper ones and it shows. They fall apart quick, whatever. And there are certainly battle belts that cost more than that. And I think these guys have found a real sweet spot of keeping that quality and keeping the magic of their micro adjustment options, keeping everything simple and just it works. These guys have that down. It works. It's functional. You can rely on it. And I think that's what a good battle belt should be. So $140 I think is a pretty good deal for something of this quality. So if that's something that interests you, check out that link below, man. Go show them some love. Tell them Greenlight sent you. Hit them up. Go pick yourself up a battle belt. They're good people. They're good guys. They're a good company. They make good products. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you are down for the ride, hit that subscribe. And I'll see you next time on Greenlight Shooting. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.